Hello everyone. So tonight I am making breakfast for dinner. And part of my breakfast for dinner I am making some scrambled eggs and some leftover ham from Christmas. Part of my breakfast. So I'm going to grab my eggs. If I can grab them out the fridge. And sometimes I normally scramble them up a little bit, but tonight I'm not. And while I'm waiting for doing my eggs, I'm going to wait until my skillet heats up for my ham. And I'm going to start off with a little bit of butter in my butter container. I like my butter at room temperature because it's like easier for me to cut and to do a lot of things. Because I don't like hard butter. Because hard butter is like, it's hard to work with, especially, and it takes a little bit longer to like melt. But while I'm doing my butter, I'm going to wash my hands real quick. I forgot to buy paper towels on the way home today, so while my butter is melting, if I can turn on the dang on stove, I'm going to cut my ham. I'm going to cut my ham up real quick, my piece of ham. I'm going to probably just do one slat of ham. Because tonight is just me and my son tonight. Because like one slab of piece of ham and cut it in half, it will be just enough for me and my son. And then probably tomorrow we'll probably have ham sandwiches tomorrow for dinner. Making sure my butter spread. I want to grab a little bit more butter. And apparently I didn't put enough in the first time. So my skillet is hot enough for me to do my ham. I'm going to cook it for a couple seconds. I'm going to put my ham back. Close this for a hot second. So now I'm going to do my eggs. Normally I would scramble my eggs in a bowl with some cheese, but tonight I'm tired. I just got off of work and I came home. So I figured that I'll post a video of making something easy for tonight for dinner. And this is what I'm doing so far. If I can hold my phone up right. Sorry about that. My phone just fell. I just can't keep my phone up the way I want it. Unless I hold something there, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll close this back up and put it back in the fridge. After I put this egg back in there. I'll set this. Oh, you're over here dropping stuff. The sink. I'm going to grab 2 forks, one for the ham and one for the eggs. I'm going to flip this over real quick before I start up the eggs. A little bit of pepper. Like I said before in my previous videos, I really don't use a measuring cup. And sometimes I like to add a little bit of seasoning salt. Don't get me wrong, I do use salt, but seasoning salt gives it a little bit more flavor. And it's more salty in it a little bit. That's what I like to prefer, but everybody's different. Sometimes I do put eggs in my cheese in my eggs. Sometimes. But tonight I'm not, because that my son don't really like cheesy eggs. And this meal is like real simple and easy. Sometimes I do make breakfast for dinner sometimes, because like I do work sometimes late. So tonight is one of those nights I worked late tonight. So my eggs are done. This is pretty much what my eggs look like when they're done. It only takes a couple seconds. And then I'm going to do my, flip over my ham, because it doesn't take that long on each side to cook. Because it reminds you it's already pre-cooked. Just a couple more seconds. And then while that's cooking, I'm going to grab a lid for the ham, the smoke to stay in to heat up the ham a little bit quicker. Apparently, I didn't wash the lid out. So I'm going to wash that up real quick. Just making sure my heat's alright. Just grab it and set it on top of the lid for it to heat up a little bit quicker. Going to do that for a couple seconds on each side until it's like not burnt, but a little bit of toastiness to it. Because if you give it like a little bit more toastiness to it, it gives more flavor. And also too, all depends on what kind of ham that you're using too. A regular ham, salty ham, smoked ham. I prefer that the ham with the saltiness in it, or smoked ham, because it gives more flavor when you cook it and more taste. So the ham is done. My skillet's hot, so I will show you what it looks like. After I grab my pot holders, because this skillet is like really gets really hot. Because I got one of those old-fashioned skillets. It's technically my husband's skillet, but I like to use it when I cook certain things. So the ham is done, and I'm about to plate it now. Gonna cut it in half for me and my son. Because I'm going to leave mine in there because I'm not ready to eat yet. And I'm going to cover this up for later. My half anyways. And I'm just going to stick my piece of ham in with the eggs and cover it up for later because I'm not ready to eat yet. So this is eggs and ham for dinner tonight. So I'm going to talk to y'all later and have a nice night. Have a nice night, y'all. If I can get it to work, I can